Hello, friends, and welcome to Take Two for this Monday, the 2nd of November, 2020. I'm Jeannie. I'm so glad you decided to come along for the ride today. Well, we're in a new month. Who's excited about that? Time is ticking away, and the holidays are right around the corner, so get ready, get ready. Well, I'd like to talk to you a little bit today about choices and responsibilities. Now, over the weekend, I had an opportunity to catch up with an old friend, my old friend Carol, and as we chatted, she seemed a little down. It was catch-up time, we were talking, and she was telling me about a young gal whom she had mentored, who she had really poured into the life of this young gal, and over the years, and she really felt like she had come from a very difficult background, and she was there to kind of try to motivate her and mentor her and that sort of thing. And then, now that she's a young adult, a little bit older, into her 20s now, she's realized that, she had to take her hands off and just to be there for her, but let her go and let her make her own choices. And sadly, the choices were bad ones. And she has gotten herself into a very, let's say, less than desirable situation now. And she's paying the consequences for some very, very bad choices that she made. And as Carol and I talked, she said, Jeannie, am I responsible for this? Is this my responsibility that this young woman who I poured my life into and tried to lead in a good way and tried to give tough love to and so forth, this young gal had given me permission to do that into her life. She came from a less than desirable background, an abusive situation at home, and I tried so hard to be there for her like a big sister and try to help her along, and I failed. And I started thinking, I said, well, this is very interesting. You should say that, because I, too, just found out in the last few days about a situation with someone who I had mentored, someone I had poured my life into. Now, this gal did not come from an abusive background. She came from a rather good background, good family, good parents, parents that disciplined her, yet at the same time extended a lot of love to her, and they were really good mom and dad. But for some reason, both of these gals, the one Carol mentored and the one I mentored, both had very, very low self-esteem. So we were there to try to boost each of them up. But I just found out in the last couple of days that the one I had mentored, too, had chosen some very, very bad choices, life choices. And now she is in quite a predicament herself. Now, Carol's protege and my protege, both completely different backgrounds, both made very bad choices, and both are going in bad directions. Even though they're completely different directions, they're both bad directions. And I started asking myself the very question. But when Carol posed it to me, is it my responsibility? I had been suffering with that for a week. Is it my responsibility that the gal who I had mentored had made bad choices? And it all came down to this. Now, all we could do is extend love. All we could do is be there for them. But we can't make their choices for them. Those girls made their own choices. They came from totally different backgrounds. They both struggled terribly with self-esteem. So as a result, self-loathing, self-bashing, just overall bad decision-making because of it. What could we do? We can't do anything except love them and be there for them and offer and dispense advice when it's asked for. But that's where it ends, boys and girls. It comes down to choice and free will. And isn't it that way with us, with the Lord? Isn't it? He gives us all these options in life. Look, you could go down this road or that road. You can pick from column A or column B. It's your choice. Now, sometimes we pick from the wrong column, and then we have our consequences. We learn a lesson from it, and we decide the next time we're going to pick from the other column because that was a bad choice. But some just do it over and over and over and over again and hardly ever learn the truth as a result of it, or it takes a darn long time. As far as our responsibilities, when asked that question, when it was posed to me by my friend Carol, and she said, is it my responsibility that this person has made this choice? I had to stop and say, was it my responsibility? And my answer there has got to be for both Carol and myself, no, not my responsibility, not our responsibilities. No, those girls made their choices, and they have to live with their consequences. Does that mean we'll stop loving them? No. Well, does it mean that we're not going to be there when they come to their senses and pick up a phone or come and knock at our door? No. What it means is, as long as someone wants to make a choice and has a free will, they're going to. And what the consequences are depends upon their choices. And it's not. And it's not my responsibility. Now, that may sound cold and callous, but believe me, I've cried many tears when I found out what's happening in this young girl's life. And I'll be there. If she comes knocking, comes calling, I'll be there. I'll be there. But I just hope that she learns from these lessons, because they're about to be some hard ones. Now listen, go out and be a blessing to somebody today, okay? You may end up being the only one who is. And if you know somebody who's struggling like this, reach out, show love, and help lead them in a way so that when the time comes for them to make some hard choices, they make the right ones. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel now, Jeanne Sigler, Jeannesigler. Hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified every time I post another Take Two. And last but not least, since you won't see me till Wednesday, I'm encouraging everybody out there who is a voting person to go out and vote. The United States of America, tomorrow is our election day. If you are over 18 and you have not voted already in advance, get out and vote. Don't let long lines or cold weather or anything else deter you from doing your civic duty, okay? And make some good choices. Okay, I love you all very much. I will see you on Wednesday for Home Day. Be blessed. I love ya. Make a good choice today. Bye-bye.